Day 5 of reading through the scriptures. We're going to start in Genesis chapter 5. This is the book of the genealogy of Adam. In the day that Elohim created man, he made him in the likeness of Elohim. Male and female he created them, and he blessed them, and he called their name Adam in the day they were created. And Adam lived 130 years and brought forth a son in his own likeness, after his image, and called his name Sheth. And after he brought forth Sheth, the days of Adam were 800 years, and he brought forth sons and daughters. So all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. And Sheth lived 105 years and brought forth Enosh. And after he brought forth Enosh, Sheth lived 807 years and brought forth sons and daughters. So all the days of Sheth were 912 years, and he died. And Enosh lived 90 years and brought forth Canaan. And after he brought forth Canaan, Enosh lived 815 years and brought forth sons and daughters. So all the days of Enosh were 905 years, and he died. And Kenan lived 70 years and brought forth Mahalalel. And after he brought forth Mahalalel, Kenan lived 840 years and brought forth sons and daughters. So all the days of Kenan were 910 years, and he died. And Mahalalel lived 65 years and brought forth Yered. And after he brought forth Yered, Mahalalel lived 830 years and brought forth sons and daughters. So all the days of Mahalalel were 895 years, and he died. And Yered lived 162 years and brought forth Chanach. And after he brought forth Chanach, Yered lived 800 years and brought forth sons and daughters. So all the days of Yered were 962 years, and he died. And Chanach lived 65 years and brought forth Methuselah. Methuselah? Okay, that dot under the H means it's a chet. And after he brought forth Methuselah, Chanach walked with Elohim 300 years and brought forth sons and daughters. So all the days of Chanach were 365 years. And Chanach walked with Elohim. Then he was no more, for Elohim took him. And Methuselah lived 187 years and brought forth Lamech. And after he brought forth Lamech, Methuselah lived 782 years and brought forth sons and daughters. So all the days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died. And Lamech lived 182 years and brought forth a son, and called his name Noach, saying, This one does comfort us concerning our work and the toil of our hands, because of the ground which Yahweh has cursed. And after he brought forth Noach, Lamech lived 595 years and brought forth sons and daughters. So all the days of Lamech were 777 years, and he died. And Noach was 500 years old, and Noach brought forth Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Okay, now we'll go to Isaiah chapter 6. No, Isaiah chapter 5, excuse me. Please let me sing to the one I love, a song for my loved one regarding his vineyard. My loved one has a vineyard on a fertile hill, and he dug it up and cleared it of stones, and planted it with the choicest vine, and he built a watchtower in its midst, and also made a winepress in it, and he waited for the yielding of grapes, but it yielded rotten ones. And now, O inhabitant of Jerusalem and man of Yehuda, please judge between me and my vineyard. What more could have been done to my vineyard that I have not done in it? Why, when I waited for the yielding of grapes, did it yield rotten ones? And now, please let me inform you what I am doing to my vineyard. To take away its hedge, and it shall be burned. To break down its wall, and it shall be trampled down. And I lay it waste, it is not pruned or dug, and thorn bushes and weeds shall come up. And I command the clouds not to rain on it. For the vineyard of Yahweh of hosts is the house of Israel, and the man of Yehuda is his pleasant plant. He looked for righteousness, but see oppression, and for righteousness, but see weeping. He looked for right ruling justice. Okay. Woe to those who join house to house, who add field to field, until there is no room, and you are made to dwell alone in the midst of the land. In my hearing Yahweh of hosts said, Truly many houses shall be a waste, big and fine ones, without inhabitant. For 10 acres of vineyard shall yield 1 bath, and a homer of seed yields 1 ephah. Woe to those who rise early in the morning, pursuing strong drink, who stay up late at night. Wine inflames them. And the lyre and the harp, the tambourine and the flute, and wine are in their feasts. But they do not regard the deeds of Yahweh, nor see the work of his hands. Therefore my people have gone into exile, because they have no knowledge, and their esteemed men are starved, and their crowd dried up with thirst. Therefore Sheol has made itself wide and opened its mouth without law. Their splendor and their crowd and their uproar, and he who is exalting within her, shall go down into it. And man is bowed down, and mortal man is humbled, and the eyes of the proud are humbled. But Yahweh of hosts is exalted in judgment, and the set apart El is set apart in righteousness. And the lambs shall feed in their pasture, and strangers shall eat in the waste places of the fat ones. Woe to those who draw crookedness with cords of falsehood, and sin as with wagon ropes, who are saying, Let him hurry, let him hasten his work, so that we see it. And let the counsel of the set-apart one of Israel draw near and come, so that we know. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who put darkness for light and light for darkness, who put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe to those who are wise in their own eyes and clever in their own sight. Woe to the mighty to drink wine, and brave men to mix strong drink, who declare right the wrong for a bribe, and the righteousness of the righteous they turn aside for him. Therefore, as the tongue of fire devours the stubble, and the flame consumes the chaff, their root is as rottenness, and their blossom goes up like dust, because they have rejected the Torah of Yahweh of hosts, and despised the word of the set-apart one of Israel. Therefore the displeasure of Yahweh has burned against his people, and he stretches out his hand against them, and strikes them, and the mountains tremble. And their carcass is as filth in the middle of the streets. With all this his displeasure has not turned back, and his hand is still stretched out. And he shall lift up a banner for the nations from afar, and shall whistle to them from the ends of the earth. And see, they come with speed, swiftly. Not one of them is weary or stumbling. Not one slumbers or sleeps. Not a belt shall be loosened on their loins, nor the thong of their sandals be broken. Their arrows are sharp, and all their bows bent. Their horses' hooves shall seem like flint, and their wheels like a whirlwind. Their roar is like that of a lion. They roar like young lions, and they growl and seize prey, and slip away with no one to rescue. And in that day they shall growl over it as with the growling of the sea. And one shall look at the earth and see darkness and distress, and light shall be darkened by the clouds. Okay, Psalms chapter 5 is next. Give ear to my words, O Yahweh. Consider my meditation. Attend to the voice of my cry, my sovereign and my Elohim, for unto you I pray. O Yahweh, in the morning you hear my voice. I present myself to you in the morning, and I look up. For you are not an El taking delight in wrong, nor does evil dwell with you. The boasters do not stand before your eyes. You hate all workers of wickedness. You destroy those speaking falsehood. Yahweh loathes a man of blood and deceit. But I enter your house in the greatness of your loving commitment. I bow myself toward your set-apart Hekel temple in your fear. O Yahweh, lead me in your righteousness because of those watching me. Make your way straight before my face. For there is no stability in their mouth. Their inward part is destruction. Their throat is an open burial site. They flatter with their tongue. Declare them guilty, O Elohim. Let them fall by their own counsels. Thrust them away for their many transgressions. Because they have rebelled against you, but let all who take refuge in you rejoice. Let them ever shout for joy, because you shelter them. And let those who love your name exalt in you. For you bless the righteous, O Yahweh. You surround him with favor as with a shield. But when he saw the crowds, he went up on a mountain. And when he was seated, his taught ones came to him. And having opened his mouth, he was teaching them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, because theirs is the reign of the heavens. Blessed are those who mourn, because they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, because they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, because they shall be filled. Blessed are the compassionate, because they shall obtain compassion. Blessed are the clean in heart, because they shall see Elohim. Blessed are the peacemakers, because they shall be called sons of Elohim. Blessed are those persecuted for righteousness' sake, because theirs is the reign of the heavens. Blessed are you when they reproach and persecute you, and falsely say every wicked word against you. For my sake, rejoice and be glad, because your reward is in the heavens is great. For in this way they persecuted the prophets who were before you. You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt becomes tasteless, how shall it be seasoned? For it is no longer of any use, but to be thrown out and to be trodden down by men. You are the light of the world. It is impossible for a city to be hidden on a mountain. Nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it shines to all those in the house. Let your light so shine before men, so that they see your good works and praise your Father who is in the heavens. Do not think that I came to destroy the Torah or the prophets. I did not come to destroy, but to complete. For truly I say to you, till the heaven and earth pass away, one yod or one tittle shall by no means pass from the Torah, till all be done. Whoever then breaks one of the least of these commands and teaches men so, shall be called least in the reign of the heavens. But whoever does and teaches them, he shall be called great in the reign of the heavens. For I say to you that unless your righteousness exceeds that of the scribes and Pharisees, you shall by no means enter into the reign of the heavens. You heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not murder, and whoever murders shall be liable to judgment. But I say to you that whoever is wroth with his brother without a cause shall be liable to judgment. And whoever says to his brother, Racha, shall be liable to the Sanhedrin. But whoever says, you fool, shall be liable to the fire of Gehenna. If then you bring your gift to the slaughter place, and there remember that your brother holds whatever against you, leave your gift there before the slaughter place, and go. First make peace with your brother, and then come and offer your gift. Be well-minded with your opponent promptly, while you are on the way with him, lest your opponent deliver you to the judge, and the judge to the officer, and you be thrown into prison. Truly I say to you, you shall by no means get out of there till you have paid the last penny. You heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not commit adultery. But I say to you that everyone looking at a woman to lust for her has already committed adultery with her in his heart. For if your right eye causes you to stumble, pluck it out and throw it away from you. For it is better for you that one of your members perish than for your entire body to be thrown into Gehenna. And if your right hand causes you to stumble, cut it off and throw it away from you. For it is better for you that one of your members perish than for your entire body to be thrown into Gehenna. And it has been said, whoever puts away his wife, let him give her a certificate of divorce. But I say to you that whoever puts away his wife, except for the matter of whoring, makes her commit adultery. And whoever marries a woman who has been put away commits adultery. Again, you heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not swear falsely, but shall perform your oaths to Yahweh. But I say to you, do not swear vainly at all, neither by the heaven, because it is earth's throne, nor by the earth, for it is his footstool, nor by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great sovereign. Nor swear by your head, because you are not able to make one hair white or black. But let your word yes be yes, and your no be no. And what goes beyond these is from the wicked one. You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say to you, do not resist the wicked. But whoever slaps you on the right cheek, turn the other to him also. Sorry about that. And he who wishes to sue you and take away your inner garment, let him have your outer garment as well. And whoever compels you to go 1 mile, I'm guessing it is, go with him 2. Give to him who asks of you, and give him who wishes to borrow from you, and do not turn away. You have heard that it was said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say to you, love your enemies, bless those cursing you, do good to those hating you, and pray for those insulting you and persecuting you, so that you become the sons of your Father in the heavens. Because he makes his sun rise on the wicked and on the good, and sends rain on the righteous and on the unrighteous. For if you love those loving you, what reward have you? And are the tax collectors not doing the same too? And if you greet your brothers only, then what do you do more than others? Are the tax collectors not doing so too? Therefore be perfect as your Father in the heavens is perfect.